Let's go ahead and start this webinar on chronic care management. Chronic care management is really good news for medical practices. This benefit is for Medicare beneficiaries, but also is a real benefit for clinicians and medical practices. This webinar will endeavor to explain the actual benefits by CMS and how Skyline Family Practice and Lovelace Family Medicine set up our offices to do chronic care management. Key to this is providing ideas and resources for further reading and reference, but most importantly, for your action. This is a new benefit, and on November 13, 2014, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, that is CMS, issued the Medicare Physician Fee Schedule Final Rule. This included a new code and guidance for billing for chronic care management services, and this became effective January 1. Medicare patients can get what many practices have been doing all along, that is, chronic care management, and, interestingly, practices can get paid for doing the work. Isn't that nice? Well, this kind of shows you a clinician that gets to hear about another new initiative called chronic care management, as if he didn't have enough to do with all the other things, with meaningful use and PQRS and PSMH and ACOs. But the news is more positive than this clinician understands. We all seek balance, right? But CCM seems like a lot of work. I hear a lot of common comments like, "My plate is already too full. We are just overwhelmed. Our staff really can't work any harder." Yes, we are all overwhelmed, but you are well positioned to really benefit from this program. Why? Well, first and foremost, you are watching the webinar and/or attending the user group meeting. Why is that good? Well, the first step is always interest in doing something or doing something better, isn't it? And, despite its flaws like every other EHR, we are blessed with a certified EHR that does offer process paths to getting chronic care management done. Most importantly, though, I would say, and I think we'd all agree, we are part of a community of users who get efficiency, we get quality, and we get process, and most importantly, we are willing to share with each other. Well, there's that little mouse with a wheel of cheese, and he nibbles at his process every day. He'll eat the wheel of cheese eventually, right? So slowly and progressively, we work on our processes, don't we? Each day and week. But with CCM, sooner than you realize, you'll have things in place, and once you've spent time with staff, they'll automate the steps, and your chronic care management system will work. We'll talk about the new reality concept later. This is really important. If we can do it at Skyline Family Practice, and as they'd say with the water boy, you can do it! For us, the time to implement chronic care management from concept to initial operations was about 2 months. But you can probably do that even more quickly, and the timeline's not important as long as you're moving forward, right? We are still refining our processes and efficiencies, and we use the PDSA cycle to continue to get better. There's the book below called On the Mend. It's available on Amazon.com. It's a great book. I'd encourage you to read it.